I'm Mike Stephen, and welcome to another installment of This is Chicago Jazz, here on ChicagoJazz.com. The Chicago music scene continues to thrive with creativity, thanks in part to composer and saxophonist Jim Galleretto and cellist Jill Kading. This husband and wife team of local musicians is behind the Jazz String Quintet, a group that combines chamber music with jazz and reveals that these two types of music are complementary.
The kind of chords I'm using, you do find in classical music. Sometimes in later classical music, like in Debussy or Stravinsky, or maybe even Brahms. But there's great harmonic structures there, as there are in jazz. And it was kind of a natural thing after a while just to sort of put them together and get the flow of what I want to do as a jazz musician and what's important for me as a writer and what inspires me, in terms of writing.
The quintet got its start in 1997 when Galleretto received an unexpected phone call. Sitting at the legendary Green Mill in Chicago, he recalls the story.
We had a mutual friend, Peter Saltzman, who's a really wonderful composer in the Chicago area, and he had been working with Jill with the quartet, the string quartet called the Hawk String Quartet, and he invited me to be part of a concert. And he asked me, he says, "Jim, I'm doing this concert with string quartet. Do you have anything written for saxophone and string quartet?" And I basically lied. I said, "Yeah, I've got this piece. I've been, it's almost done." And it goes great. The concert's in like 2 months, and I was like, I hung up and I went downstairs and I wrote our first piece, was just called Justina with strings, and it was kind of the launch for this group when we finished the concert and then rehearsing the concert and performance. It was a revelation that this is a very cool thing for us to do.
Jim continued writing for the group, and the gigs kept on coming. His degrees in music composition from DePaul and Northwestern helped him create the notes on paper. According to Jim's wife, Jill, who is also the group's cellist, the quintet is a wonderful yet challenging musical experience.
Knowing as much as I do about jazz from Jim and about improvisation, it was a little bit daunting, but it's also been a great journey because it's like learning a new style. The music I play with jazz string quintet, I personally don't do any improvising, but it's very challenging rhythmically, and it's a completely different language and approach to rhythm than you would have in a classical chamber group.
The group continues to play, so be on the lookout for this unique local sound. For more information on Chicago's Jazz String Quintet, visit their website at jazzstringquintet.com. For This is Chicago Jazz, I'm Mike Stephen.